Hello, Ashleigh.
Hello.
Ashleigh, tell us how you started getting interested in African pygmy hedgehogs.
Well, my friend showed me them on the internet, and then I needed them. I wanted some, so I went and got some.
That's lovely. Okay. The name African pygmy hedgehog suggests these creatures come from Africa, is that right?
Yes, originate from Egypt. Because obviously it's a lot warmer there.
So do they have to be kept in warm conditions?
Yes. Over here you've got to have them indoors, because if they're not warm enough they're not active, and obviously they won't eat and they will die if they're too cold.
So how difficult is it to keep an African pygmy hedgehog?
Once you know what you're doing, it's easy peasy. It's just there's a lot of information that you've got to take in about them, but once you're in a routine with them, it's fine, easy.
Are they best in singles or in pairs, or?
In the wild, they're solitary animals, so it doesn't matter. If you do want to, the best combination is 2 girls, or have 2 boys from babies together, or obviously a male and a female, but you'll have babies.
And is it difficult to if they have a mating pair, is it difficult? Does it incur lots of vet fees, or?
No, not at all. It's the timing you've got to get right, like taking the male away from the female, and you can't. They're like a very strict routine when they are pregnant and having the young, because they're very nervous mothers. So if you upset them, they can stop feeding the babies or worse.
Do they have to have a special diet, or what sort of things do they eat?
Most of the diet is like a cat food, like a cat kibble. And then they'll eat things like carrots, mealworms, insects, but they can't have any milk because they're lactose intolerant.
Okay. And what type of cage do they need? Does this have to be very big, or?
It's not got to be huge. Obviously, the bigger the better, but you're limited with space. What you want is like a guinea pig cage. It's got a flat base, so it's got no wires, so their legs aren't going to get caught in it because they've only got little legs.
And I was going to ask you how easy they are to handle, but I can see that it's...
Yeah, they're easy. Sometimes, if you wake them up, they'll be in a ball, and they're all spiky, and it does hurt. But once they're awake, they're fine.
That's lovely. So, which sex makes the best?
It doesn't matter. It's the more you're handling them, the more you're spending time with them. I've got boys and girls, and they're all great. Doesn't matter at all.
Tell us about the day in the life of a hedgehog.
Well, during the day they're virtually asleep. Mine get up at about 4, so when I get home at 6 they're all waiting to be fed. They're going round on the wheel, so you feed them and then you just let them out, and they're really nosy, so they'll look in anything. If you've left your coat, they'll get in the sleeve of that. They get anywhere you don't want them to go, and then you put them back in, and then they'll still go around on the wheel in their tubes, and then eventually they go to sleep. Then you don't see them in the morning.
And what would you say would make the best owner? What type of person? Is there an age group or anything like that?
It's not really an age group for it. It's somebody that's going to spend time with them and handle them. Somebody that's not frightened of them, because they will like huff at you to say I'm the boss, but you've not got to be scared of them because they're not scary at all.
How long do they live on average?
They reckon about 8 years, which is quite a long time for a little thing.
Very, very similar to keep like a hamster or a guinea pig.
Yeah, well, the easiest way is a guinea pig with spikes. Is the easiest way to describe it. But I reckon they're friendlier and more sociable than guinea pigs anyway.
Okay. Talk us through what you need as a hedgehog owner. If you were setting up, what would you need to buy?
Well, obviously the cage is the main thing. They do love their wheel because they are quite active, so I would always recommend having a wheel and some tubes in there. And like a house, some sort of bed that they can get into, and they quite like nesting in hay as well. And then you just put like shavings on the bottom. If you've got old tea towels, they'll get in those. That's about it, really. It is quite simple.
Somebody said that you should give them something that they can associate you with, like on a scent or something like that. Is that something, sort of like a T-shirt or something like that?
Yeah,
that
I
you've worn?
suppose you could do just something for them to snuggle against.
Okay. So what does one of these creatures cost to buy and set up?
Well, the going rate for the actual hedgehogs is £150. And then you're looking about £80 for your cage, your wheel, food, everything else basically. So it's over £200. So they're not the cheapest.
No, but quite adorable by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just finally, Ashleigh, if you could tell us a little bit about your store and what you do here.
Well, we just do a little pet shop. Various different staff specialise in different things, so I've chose like the hedgehogs. I don't know.
Okay. All right, that's lovely.